this is a good time for Ajax to play them because I think they look tired. They need a bit of a rest.
Jeremy Smith, French football writer for The Guardian, CNN and French Football Weekly. In 2019, Ajax beat Lille twice, quite easily. Now they are on the lead in the French Ligue. What has changed in that time?
There's probably not that many players from that match who'll still be featuring in this one. But at the moment, they've just got a really nice balance of young players, of slightly more experienced players. They've got sort of a good range of midfielders and also attackers to choose from. And it's just, at the moment, it's working really well this year. There's a nice balance between the defensive and attacking sides of the pitch. And I think they're just that little bit better and maybe more streetwise than they were a couple of years back.
Yeah, what makes it specifically so hard to beat Lille this year?
Their defense is excellent. And then they got 15 goals conceded all season. It's one of the strongest defenses in Europe. And then they've got a good midfield shield ahead of them. And like I said, good attackers as well. And attack is the best form of defense, I guess.
Of course, Lille Ajax means also Sven Botman against his former club. In Holland, we are quite surprised by the way he's doing at Lille. Are they surprised in France as well?
I think it's a surprise that he's fitted in so well. I mean, I know that last year he played every minute of every match for Heerenveen, and obviously that's top flight experience. It's not bad at all, but still he's young. He's got very little professional experience in terms of number of matches played, moving to a new country, in theory, sort of higher standard of league. I don't think anyone expected him to sort of fit straight in and be playing pretty much every match. But he's been perfect. I think it helps that he's got someone as experienced as Jose Font next to him, who kind of talks him through matches. There's less focus on him needing to do the sort of footballing side, so he can really focus on the defensive side, the tackling, the heading. And he's just fitted in so well. So yeah, I think it is a surprise.
I can imagine I really regret letting him go for 8 million, something like that.
It was definitely not a lot, and whatever it is, Lille will make a hell of a lot of profit above that. I think, Ajax have got a reputation for being a real footballing side. So to an extent, I'm not sure if he's got sort of natural footballing ability with the ball at his feet. So I can understand why maybe they thought he wasn't an Ajax-style player. But even that area of his game is improving with time. And certainly if he's put next to someone with that footballing ability, he's doing really well.
From French perspective, how do they rate today's Ajax squad and how they're doing right now?
I think Ajax are one of those teams that everyone in France kind of really respects. And as you said, in recent years, they've beaten Lille well, they've beaten Lyon very well, I think maybe in Europa League semi-final or quarter-final a couple of years back as well. So everyone knows about the sort of heritage of Ajax, and Ajax are doing extremely well in the Dutch league anyway, in the top of the league, quite dominant. But even if they weren't, I think French teams will always fear Ajax in Europe, because it's almost like European competition is made for Ajax, and they'll go up another level when they play in Europe. So I think it's always an exciting prospect when a French club is drawn against Ajax, because it feels like a really traditional European tie.
Who's favourite in your opinion?
The problem with France is that every teams, especially in Europe, have always got an inferiority complex. So it's hard to say, also because Lille have looked a bit tired in recent weeks, and because they're doing so, I think maybe if they weren't doing so well in the league, they would really focus 100% on Europe. I think because they're doing well in the league as well, no one's sure how seriously they're going to take the Europa League. So I think if Lille are playing at their best, I think they can be seen as favourites. I just worry that this is a good time for Ajax to play them, because I think they look tired, they need a bit of a rest, and so I wouldn't be surprised if they rest a couple of first teamers and Ajax may be able to take advantage. Ajax Lille, both teams playing their full teams, would be a really good close tie. I just wonder if Lille are thinking, we won the league 10 years ago, this is our best chance since then, we might not have another good chance for a while because 2, 3, 4 first teamers could leave. The coach will probably leave in the summer as well. We should, focus 100% on the league. I hope not. I hope they really go for this, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of prioritize the league.
All right, a big game coming up, Sven Botman versus Ajax coming Thursday. What's your prediction?
I know it's going to be disappointing to say, but I can see Lille trying to get a 0-0 and, making sure they don't concede an away goal. And then maybe in the second match, they can sort of sneak something and make Ajax really have to play to score a couple of goals and earn their right into the next round. So not very exciting prediction, but I'm going to go 0-0 or 1-1.
So, however, very tense tie.
I think it will be tense. Yeah, I think it's two very good teams who are very well matched. I think there'll be good matches and technically very high standard, but I think they'll be quite tense.